Hey Virgo, welcome to She-ruhz Tarot. Today's read's a general read for the collective of Virgo. That means anybody that has Virgo anywhere in their chart, you are welcome here. Um, this may be a personal message for you, or it may not. It may be for the person sitting next to you that has Virgo in their chart. But please keep in mind it is a general message for the collective of Virgo, and it is spirit-led. So therefore, whatever spirit chooses to bring forward in the message, that is what's going to be read and brought out. If it's in regards to an individual that you're interacting with that spirit decides to address, I do ask that you keep in mind that the message can go back and forth. Spirit's not specific, okay? So when they bring forward a message regarding another individual, it's just a message in regards to the situation. So it could be a message directed to you about them, to them about you. It can be their intent towards you, your intent towards them. What I ask with that is for you to first take note whether or not the overall energy and the current situation match up with your current circumstances or something similar. And then for you to apply where appropriate if it does fit. But I do ask that you don't ever try to make any of this message fit your situation. It should flow very smoothly like water over a bubbling brook. So I do ask of that for you. And if you do not feel comfortable or you don't relate to this message, you don't feel like it is your message, feel free most definitely to go observe your other natal chart zodiacs. If you feel drawn, but backing up, I do wish that you would use and do ask for you to use your intuition. Allow your intuition to guide you to the messages, because it never fails you. We, in our thoughts, argue and fail intuition, but it never fails us. So allow that to guide you. And if you feel drawn towards more than one message, Spirit may very well have more than one message that they want you to receive. So please keep that in mind as well. All right, so with all that being said, I do ask that Spirit comes forward and assists Virgo in opening your eyes to see, ears to hear, heart to feel, and intuition to discern the message they are about to receive. And with all messages, please keep in mind it is always and forever your choice with free will, whether or not you choose to take in the message or disregard it. So please keep all of that in mind as well. So what we're going to do is we are going to allow the cards to fall or fly. Spirit will throw down whatever Spirit feels as the message is important. And as those cards fall, I will flip them over exactly as they fall. We will do a quick overview of the main tarot that comes down. Then we'll do some clarification, see if we can get a little more fine-tuned. And from there, then we'll get some guidance from Spirit to see what Spirit has to suggest for you if you wish to receive that information. All right, so I did not ask Spirit what format they wished for me to use. So I keep seeing 3 cards in my head, so they're showing me 3 cards. So just the recent past, present, and future. So it's going to be a very small read, but sometimes it becomes very detailed. All right, so let us begin, because that is what I was shown. General message for Virgo, please. General message for Virgo, please, Spirit. What messages do you have for Virgo for us today via general message? Okay. And that's how they fell. We're going to put them that way. One more, please. General message for Virgo. And there it is. Right there. Alright, and this is overall energy. With overall energy, it is the 5 of Swords, which is 5 of Michael. Bottom of the deck is the 8 of Michael, not knowing which direction to go. Feeling rather chapped and you just don't know which way to turn. 5 of Michael, there may have been a very severe argument or dispute, some serious conflict that's occurred. And somebody may be, I'm hearing pig-headed. Somebody's being very pig-headed and stubborn, which also fits the very determined attitude that comes out of the Five of Swords is, come hell or high water, I'm going to win this situation. So they were being very pig-headed and very stubborn. Again, if this is in regards to an individual that you're interacting with, I do ask that you pay close attention, apply where appropriate. But again, please don't make any of this situation force, okay? So for the overall energy, we have basically stubbornness from a fight that's occurred, some kind of a conflict that has came out of the situation. Then we have, in the recent past, we have peace, which is letting go of the past. And then for the current situation, we have the wheel, a new beginning, things are turning. However, with them all both being on their side, heading towards being in the reverse, somebody's not really allowing peace and harmony to come in, any balance. We're kind of struggling with allowing that to occur in the recent past due to this. And then we're not wanting to welcome change. We're pretty hesitant about that, allowing anything to change from this situation. Again, being stubborn, pig-headed. So the possible outcomes, the Queen of Raphael, which is being very open, very loving, very caring, very giving, and many times I was just told very forgiving as well. Okay, well, let's see if we can get some clarification here for you. We'll start out with the Five of Michael. Please clarify the Five of Michael for Virgo. For the general message, please. It's quite a bit there. We're going to just put that back and see if we can get it broke down. Please break it down, Spirit. Clarification for Five of Michael for Virgo, please. Thank you. Okay, that's how it fell. Six of Gabriel, which is the Six of Wands. And with the Six of Wands heading, and it's much closer to being in the reverse, as you can see. And we're refusing to acknowledge situations. We're refusing to accept defeat in the situation as well. So we're not willing to back down at all. And I'm going to actually try to sit this like that, because that's really important that we see that, how it is somebody is very, very, very stubborn, refusing to see any other way, to see any other possibilities. And the bottom of the deck, and that's pretty fitting, the King of Ariel, which is the King of Pentacles, can be extremely stubborn, refusing to see any other paths except for their own. And that's also fitting for anybody of fire energy, per se, Aries, like the Emperor. They as well are extremely stubborn. Their way, the highway. Of course, we can also add in the King of Swords too. Well, any of the kings, honestly, because they all are pretty stubborn. But at any rate, with the Six of Wands heading towards the reverse, I mean, we're so close to being in the reverse. We're refusing to acknowledge any other options, and there is going to be absolute defeat, heading toward absolute defeat because of this situation. And there's going to be some regret due to it. Yeah, we're going to realize that something's going to walk away, and you're not going to know what to do from there. Five of Wands. Yeah. All right, so being stubborn isn't always a benefit here, guys. So let's look at peace on its side, please. Please clarify peace in the recent past that is heading towards being in the reverse. Please clarify peace. Recent past for Virgo, heading towards being in the reverse. Please clarify peace for Virgo heading towards being in the reverse. Ah, there it is. Oh, okay. That's interesting. So we were trying to manifest that, but it did not manifest. It did not come through. Page of Wands, creating a new exciting path, a new doorway. So you put out a calling and was waiting for it to come in, but it's not happening. It didn't work out. There's no peace being found. There's some disturbances going on because as you're trying to manifest this, it wasn't working out. Trying to find that peace, trying to manifest peace, trying to manifest calm, and just not happening for you. Just not. All right, so please clarify the wheel heading towards being the reverse for Virgo. Current circumstances. Please clarify the wheel heading towards reverse for Virgo. Thank you. There we go. Yeah, not allowing the divine to lead you, not allowing the change to come in, completely ignoring and avoiding any chances, taking the matters in your own hands, and working on it yourself, being very logical in regards to the situation, and you know, needing to let go of the past because it hurts. But yeah, needing to let go of the situation, this argument, this just needing to let go. And you're working on it, but refusing to take that step forward, to let things change, and to allow the divine to lead you forward. Yeah, totally taking matters in your own hands. All right, so please clarify the Queen of Raphael. Ooh, I am being reminded right now of something that I did in my past, and I'm being encouraged to share, which is I had made a decision. I'm a very firm believer, and when I was a teenager, I was an extremely firm believer, um, and I would put Father, I would say, Father, if this is what you wish for me to have, if this is the path you wish for me to go down, then please allow this situation to work this method, or cause something to interrupt my path and redirect me elsewhere. Well, I took it upon myself um, to say, oh well, never mind. Um, and instead of following the path, it led me down many, many years of uh, lack of blessings, and I ended up being grounded by the Father because I have gifts, and some of those gifts were one of those gifts was for me to be able to make a wish, and it came true as long as I wasn't selfish and greedy about it. But due to my choice of saying, well, Father, since this is similar to the path in which you wish for me to lead, then even though it wasn't, and I knew it wasn't, I chose my own path, and it's good. But if you are a devout and you're wanting to follow his path, then you've got to allow him to lead you. Um, and I took it in my own hands, and I ended up years later having to refine my way. So for those that are very devout believers, um, taking matters in your own hands isn't necessarily always a good thing. Just to bring that story out, like I was being encouraged to share it. I didn't give full detail, but I gave you the idea that I took matters out of his hands, even though I was a firm believer of, please lead me down your path. And instead I was like, yoink. Yeah, I wanted you to lead me down this path, but since it didn't take me where I wanted it to take me, I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. And that's not where he wanted me to go at all. It actually led me down a very dark path, taking that. And had I followed his guidance, there's no telling where I would have went. Probably college, and a very good life, and became a psychologist like I wanted to do. Instead, I ended up in a whole other world that was very dark for a while. So please take note of that for those that are very devout and wish to follow the path in which he wishes to lead. So that was for somebody pretty important there. All right, let's get back to clarifying the Queen of Raphael, which is the possible outcome. Four of Ariel, which is the Four of Pentacles. Holding back or clinging to a situation, holding tightly to something. So refusing to let go of a situation, and so you're willing to forgive all, even though it may not necessarily be the best thing to do. And waiting for good things to come to you. So you can then cut away what doesn't fit and move towards a love or happiness and filling your cup up. So you're writing it out. Okay. That's what I'm getting from this is you're at the tail end of this is that you're going to be writing it out. You're going to forgive for whatever so that you can wait for the time to close it out. Okay. Well, if that's the case, let's get some guidance for you from Spirit and see what Spirit has to say for you, okay? Get some guidance for Virgo, please, regarding this general message. Get some guidance for Virgo regarding this general message, please. Thank you. Ooh. Call on him. That's what he's saying. Call on him. Ah, it doesn't want to stay. Start! Bark. There we go. Thank you. And on the bottom of the deck it says it's safe for you to love because there will be a new beginning and you'll find the one then. So, all right, that is your guidance. Very good guidance. I wish I would have received that back then, but back then I was scared of tarot and didn't understand the true depths of situations. So, all right, Virgo. Very exciting read for you, kid. Sorry, I'm older. You may not necessarily be a kid, but very interesting read, that's for sure. Let's have a look about the energies that are in here for you, okay? The major arcanas that appear in here are, it looks like we have Sagittarius a couple of times, Virgo, you yourself obviously made an appearance, and then so can't see. Oh, it's a 6. Okay. I was thinking that was something else up there. Alright, so Sagittarius has definitely made a very strong appearance, as well as yourself. Oh, that's what I'm looking for. Like, I'm trying to find something, but my brain is not letting me remember what I'm trying to find here. So, yeah, for some reason my brain was really, really farting and I couldn't remember which zodiac that was. I don't know why my brain was farting so bad, but it was. Aquarius has also made an appearance as well. So, wow, that was weird that I couldn't even recollect that. Oh, I am so sorry, and I apologize about that hesitation, but I had to verify. It's been a hot minute since I've used these cards, so it's a little off-putting when you have them different from what you're usually using on a tarot. So again, I do apologize, but that is the major arcanas that we have in here. Let me again run through that. We have Sagittarius, Virgo, yourself, and Aquarius that has made the appearances in here. All right, so with all that being said, Virgo, I pray that you followed along that it made sense to you, and for those that this message was definitely directed to, may it help guide you in your decisions and choices for each and every day, and may all things that you do be very, very blessed. Until your next read, I look forward to it to see what Spirit has to say for you. Until then, may all your decisions and choices again be very, very blessed.